felt this big, like this big when I was done. So all the ego and pride, everything I thought I was shattered. And now he like, we gotta pray. And then once we prayed, he was like, we gotta pray for God to forgive you, for God to make you a better person, and for God to give you strength to forgive yourself. And then we prayed. And then he told me to go back to my room and sit for an hour. And when I went back to my room, I was walking in my room, and that's when I was walking, and this warm sensation just went through my body. And a voice came in my head and said, all you got to do is serve me, and you don't got to worry about nothing else. And it was like, for the first time in my life, I wanted to serve God. I'd never felt like that before. And I was like, yo, this is the feeling that I thought all that other stuff was going to give me for all of those years. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so it's like, now I'm living, before I was just existing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
so
right. Yeah.
How did your amends go?
It went, and I had, the step says, make amends to that won't injure them or others, right?
Yeah, that's very important to know.
That's an important thing to remember, right? Because like, we don't want to go up to somebody and tell them something that's going to hurt them, or tell them something that is like, you don't need to tell them every single little detail, just apologize for what you did, and move on. You know what I mean? And you just got, listen, they might not forgive you for a month, a year, ever, but the point of the step is for you to free your own self, right? That's the whole point of it. You know what I mean?
You talking?
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. For you to free your own self.
The toughest ones for me were the ones that people I had resentments towards, and I had to apologize for my part I played in the relationship. Those were tough.
Because and they were tough because in the back of your head, you're like, well, you played a part in it too.